Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for Singapore FinTech Festival coverage is Daniel Hildebrand, head of digital services for equities at the Singapore Exchange. Daniel, it's great to see you virtually. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much, Jill. Thanks for having me.
You got it. And digitization has been in vogue for some time now. How does SGX see that happening in its markets, and has COVID-19 accelerated the drive?
Thanks for asking. That's an interesting topic for us. And I think digitalization, especially for our cash equities business, has been impacted by COVID. So when we look at our depository business, we did see the need for our retail investors to do things like corporate actions online. So here we have been rolling out relatively quickly e-corporate action services. So for voluntary corporate actions that you can elect those online from the comfort of your home, and that you stay safe during those times. Another trend that we've been seeing is on the OTC derivative side. So for our block trades, and we've been working on that pre-COVID already, what we do here is helping our market to digitalize. And that was done by using Titan OTC and Titan OTC Pro, our broker-centric trading platform.
Tell me more about Titan OTC Pro. What does it do, and how does it benefit the industry?
Thanks for asking. So Titan OTC has been our trade registration for a while now. And when we look at our markets that are more OTC, so where most of the volume comes through the OTC market, what we heard from market participants and participants who wanted to participate in those OTC markets, especially commodities, that there are a couple of downsides, and we wanted to help the market and the industry using Titan OTC Pro. So what we introduced is this broker-centric trading platform where we bring together clients as well as brokers on this digital platform. And what we're trying to do is having them connect electronically on the platform, but also bridge the gap between off and on exchange liquidity. And here we have introduced a couple of things that really we think helps. One is aggregation. So from a client's perspective, if I look at the platform, I can see aggregated liquidity across all my brokers. And from a broker's perspective, I can do what I currently do, but I can put everything in a central register. And the other thing we did is introduce pre-execution checks. So a couple of times we had it in the past where people get matched, but then when we sent the trades into clearing, the issue is that some of the parties don't have sufficient credit with their clearing members. So in that case, the trades get stuck for a while. And here, it is very important for us that the pre-execution check help to alleviate that situation. So you can only aggress an order when you have sufficient limits. And then it also happens that when the trades get matched, it's sent down straight into clearing. So there's an STP process, and a lot of those operational issues that could occur from manual trading, they get also alleviated.
That sounds like a big investment on SGX's part. How has the market taken to the platform?
That's a good question. So although the adoption is not where we want it to be yet, we do see a couple of early successes. So we have over 100 clients onboarded to the platform, over 40 brokers all across the different commodity products that we're having. We have about 500 users on the platform, and we have, I think, more than 130 billion US dollars of prices made through the platform already. And the additional thing that I want to highlight is that in two products, so iron ore as well as rubber, we do have two-way liquidity almost across the day available for clients to see. And I think therefore we're quite happy with the early successes, but hope there's more adoption going forward.
So Daniel, it sounds like it's moving along nicely, but the execution space is already quite crowded. What makes Titan stand out?
That's a very good point. So I alluded to trade registration as well as broker-centric trading as two pillars already of the platform. but we also introduced a third pillar, which we call the Titan Hub, which is data as well as research and news aggregation, which is part of the platform. So not only can you register your trades and trade on the platform, but you can also consume what is relevant to you. So SGX publishes their news, publications, as well as data on the platform, but we've also invited partners to share their content. So we would have a couple of partners that would host news, research, and hopefully data soon as well.
And finally, why would third parties be willing to partner with Singapore Exchange, and who do you have on the platform?
Yeah, thanks for the question. We do have a couple of big partners that are able to showcase what they already have on our platform and attract a couple of new users. So because our platform has a very unique set of users, it's quite interesting for those companies to come on board and showcase what they have to those users. And we're also happy that we have a couple of smaller companies, startups, that also want to showcase what they have. And we hope that it's interesting to our user base. So for a couple of the bigger ones, we have IHS Markit on board, as well as Refinitiv. We have CNBC. Then from China, we have JLC, Horizon Insights. And then as an example of the smaller companies, we have RS Metrics, who are a satellite imagery company that help to assess stockpile all around the world for commodities products.
Daniel, thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. It was great to see you, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, that was fantastic.